All right, we're recording.
Hi there.
Hello, this is the Hope Tropes and Copes an anime and gaming podcast. I butchered that so much.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
And
been a while.
it's been a while, but you won't leave that behind because
Yeah, you're gonna
we,
forgive us because there's only like 5 of you. Maybe
fair
one
enough.
of you.
So this is the podcast for June 25th, 2026, and
It's June already? Dude, I started the year off like all hopeful and stuff, and then I just disassociated. And then now, like, here we are.
careful now. So I'm Saver85, or you can call me Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. I'm just Jen Fionic. Hi there.
So, what have you been up to in the anime and gaming world?
Oh my god, what have I been up to? Gosh, what have I been up to? So I guess I've been reading like, my classics, Keegan Omega, One Piece, Iruma, and just kind of going day by day, seeing like what's interesting. Oh, I've been reading some comics, but this isn't comics. But
It's comics adjacent. You're fine.
perfect. So I've been finished reading sorry, burping. Perdóname. So in the comic book space, I just remembered I just got done reading the DC KO event. That was fun,
KO event.
yeah,
What's that?
so essentially Darkseid became god of his own universe.
I thought he was always that.
Okay, he's super god. And so to take over the main DC universe, he chose 3 champions: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, but like, from his side. And his side's universe is called the Absolute Universe. So cool.
A friend of mine was talking about Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, so that's what that is?
Yes,
because I wasn't sure what that was.
Yeah, so like it's just yeah, so it's just a universe that like Darkseid made where essentially a lot of the roles are like reversed to where villains, have an advantage in the world while superheroes don't.
Get their teeth kicked in all the time.
Yeah, pretty much. But it makes for such good grounded story, despite everything not being, being absurd. But it's such a good story. You guys should definitely read it. But it culminated to like the DC KO event where Superman became super god. Thanks to Doomsday giving Superman another life. And then kind of pushing back Darkseid, but Darkseid's still scheming, still has like his whole multiverse of like dark superheroes and all that fun stuff.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about I don't know about the Superman one, but the Absolute Batman one and the Absolute Wonder Woman one are top notch. Have you gotten to those?
Yes. Yeah. Oh man, Absolute Batman is so good, but also, gosh, Absolute Superman is also so good. I like Absolute Wonder Woman.
That one's a shorter one, isn't it?
I mean, it's still,
I think they said it was a shorter
they're all
one.
still going. They're all still going. Batman and Wonder Woman had a crossover. And
they're always having crossovers. It's nuts.
Yeah. But in the Absolute universe, that's the first time. So that was interesting. And so yeah, right now, after the KO events, just reading Absolute Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Green Arrow, and now Green Arrow. Green Arrow's on like the second chapter, air quotes, second issue. Yeah, that's what they're called. Where the original Green Arrow guy from the main universe got killed, like first issue. Or got killed off in Absolute Evil, where the Justice League is comprised of, the evil people, like Ra's al Ghul, Joker, and like all the other like super bad guys. And oh my gosh.
You need sleep or caffeine.
Oh man, I only had 2 hours of sleep. Jeez, oh jeez.
You should have brought that up earlier.
Oh yeah, I probably should have brought that up earlier.
To me, not the podcast, but whatever. Keep going.
Oh boy, I'm so tired. I had to do everything today at work. Oh boy, gotta love overworking yourself. But anyways, so Yeah. So just reading up on those. Absolute Green Arrow is very dark. Absolute Manhunter or
Oh,
Martian
that's the one he
Manhunter.
was referencing. The
Um,
friend of mine.
it's a pretty good one. I don't think it's for me. Um, like maybe if it was like animated or something, then I would find it more interesting. But
That's money though,
yeah,
and
yeah,
like resources.
yeah.
Even if you like didn't pay the people, that's still a lot of resources to go through to animate something.
Yeah, but anyway, so like other,
Manhunter is the Martian green dude, right?
yeah,
Or okay, yeah.
yeah,
I'm thinking of the right one because I only remember him from like that animated series from like the early 2000s or so.
yeah, that was a good anime series. But yeah, so I've been reading that.
Are
And,
you a DC guy or a Marvel guy or
both,
both?
yes.
But you can't it doesn't one or the other
I like them both equally.
equally.
Um,
I mean, the thing is, I'm still trying to like dip my toe into the waters of American comics rather than just manga. So
yeah.
I don't know where to start.
Oh man,
But then again, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals.
oh really?
I'm playing a little bit, not a lot, because I suck at it.
He probably has Squirrel Girl skin.
No, I do not. I don't have any
Definitely.
skins because I don't pay for that. I'm
He
a free-to-play
does.
player. I do not.
You know he does.
Believe what you want.
Mhm.
Believe your lie.
And I'm gonna believe it so hard. But yeah.
Oh.
Marvel Rivals seems pretty interesting. A lot of very attractive
A lot.
characters. Yeah, very. Oof.
But it's not just that. I'm
Oh
just
my God.
interested in like lores behind like some of the lesser known characters.
Uh,
Like the only healer I play is Cloak and Dagger, and I don't even know who they are. Because I had someone tell me like they were in a Spider-Man comic once,
Yeah.
and apparently they had a what was it, the CW series
Oh.
that had for like 1 or 2 seasons and then flopped.
Seems about right. Yeah.
But I mean, they from what I heard of them, they seem interesting.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go to like a wiki and figure out what they do and stuff like that. But there's the fun in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Aside from comics, I've been reading, my typical animes or mangas. I already said Kigen Omega, One Piece, Ruma.
Did you see that? What was that? There was a trailer for One Piece, like the One Piece.
Yes, the One Piece. Yes,
which is
it's
creative.
it's a reboot of
That removes the filler, I'm guessing.
I don't know if it removes the filler, but it's just better animated. And I guess it does like remove the filler, but it's just a better animation. Think of like I don't know how to explain to you. Think about like just a remaster. But I guess like now that we have the luxury of being in 2026, the One Piece anime can be a lot more aligned with the manga, with like the knowledge that we know of now in the manga. So we can set up more things.
Like not the One Piece, but One Piece regular.
Yes.
That's still going. Like
yes, it's still
on
going.
its own path.
Yes, it is. It's still following the manga. It's still taking forever. Still,
What do you expect?
so much filler. In each
Here's a
episode.
subject for you. Like, because I've been working on like a little webcomic thing on the side.
Oh.
But like I also have a novel that it's based. The webcomic's based on the novel which I've recently finished. Like not necessarily a last draft, but like a decent draft. It's a. I'm sorry. I was thinking of like if I'll have the novel and then I'll have the webcomic, but they're not going to be like 100% to a T, following each other. Like you
Okay.
have differences here, you have differences there. How do you feel about shows that do that? Well,
Shows that do that.
like a manga. There's a manga. There's a show.
Yes.
The show. There's some divergence, or there's a lot of divergence.
Yes, like a Kame ga Kill.
Oh. Hey, here's another one. Promised Neverland.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Because the season 1 followed it.
Yeah,
Season 2, nothing had to do with the manga.
No. And it's
Everyone's saying worst anime of that year.
yeah. I mean, it could be worse. It could be Seven Deadly Sins with its horrible animation style.
And a major budget. I was gonna say budget, but
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I want to like complain about like the spin-off of Seven Deadly Sins. Oh my God, it's so creepy. Like, dude, like it's like we got literal like 16-year-olds talking about like sex and like having kids. That's so gross.
Don't they do that a lot
I
in
no, they
other media?
don't.
Not kids, but
Like, but it's so gross. Like, oh my God, like you don't see that in Bleach. You don't see that in Naruto. You don't see that like, I don't know. You don't see that in like any of the
you
like
see
good.
romance at least. So
Yeah,
between
but like
say
low
a
key
15-year-old
romance.
low key romance, but sex is because 16's I know pushing it. It's not legal in some places.
Like it's so. Sorry, I just want to vent. It just
Feel free,
makes
feel
me
free.
really uncomfortable, like seeing that. Like I like the characters. I like some of the romance plots. I just don't, or like the shipping. I just don't like explicit stuff or like just
You wouldn't
kind
like some of the stuff I've been watching recently because
of.
it's very fan servicey and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of fan service.
Well, but another thing is what is it? This is not the community doing this, is it? It's just it's actual canon in the
Yeah,
show.
it's in the manga.
Oh, manga show,
Yes, and it's uh,
not fun.
no. But
Can you go into, I don't know if I want you to go into more detail.
yeah, no, I was gonna go and just kind of go off to a different thing. Bleach is coming back, so that's exciting. The final like core four. I'm excited for that. Bleach. If you haven't watched Bleach or read Bleach, like it's so good. It's the main character Ichigo. He's so normal, so human. And if you think he's kind of bland, well, think of it. Think of his perspective as like he's just a kid just dealing with stress, and like the only way that he can, uh, or the only like options that are like available to him. Like, but the show just kind of gets, or yeah, the themes just kind of get better like the older you get, because then you just understand more, you've been through more, and so you can kind of go to see like what he's been through, unlike Naruto, where Naruto is just like, believe it, and like he wants to be like his village's president, and then not, and then Luffy, he just wants to be the king of the pirates. He wants to be the freest man. Ichigo, he just wants to exist. He just wants things just to be peaceful. Like at the end of his at the end of Bleach, he just becomes a translator and just is a normal dude.
Isn't it the same thing as I'm probably gonna, well, people probably My Hero Academia, because the main character from that just becomes a teacher.
Yeah, Izuku just becomes like a teacher, and like, but at the end of that, not only is he a teacher, but he gets to become a hero again, thanks to like technology.
I didn't hear that part.
Oh yeah. And then and then there was like another spin-off movie for My Hero Academia, where at the very end Izuku and
Careful with the spoilers, dude.
oh right, yeah. So shipping.
I saw that part.
The obvious shipping that was obvious. That's has been talked about so many times in the show.
It took them 8 years to do it.
Yes, but it's official. Woo! Also, quick question: has Attack on Titan ended?
I think it has, but I think at this point
Like,
it's
I
kind of like
can't
Game of
tell.
Thrones, where they just keep adding shit,
Yeah, and like I just can't tell.
adding
like
not like adding to the main storyline, but like
just
adding,
more.
like House of the Dragon is a kind of a spin-off of Game of Thrones, so they keep doing that.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I've seen a little bit of Attack on Titan, and I thought this is overrated.
Oh, jeez.
I not like harshly overrated, but I'm just like, I'm not watching this.
Oh, speaking of things that people might find like overrated, Baki. I've Baki the Invincible Samurai Part 2 came out not too long ago. And Miyamoto Musashi, being Miyamoto Musashi, killing a bunch of people. I'm surprised there wasn't like any ogre rematch, or rematch with like the ogre versus Musashi.
I like the fact you're talking about this, even though like people already know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
Can you give them a little more,
the ogre
dialogue?
Okay, so the ogre is Baki's dad, Yujiro Hanma. He is the strongest creature in the world. And so he and Musashi, fought once. But it's kind of ended in like a draw, more or less. Motobe essentially kind of saved, in air quotes, Yujiro, by like going into like or tanking a hit from Musashi. Um, and but like after that, you'd think Yujiro, for his pride, would just like want to fight Musashi again. But no, he just never does. But in part two, Masashi just kind of goes on like yeah, rampage, freedom, all that kind of fun stuff. And it just kind of ends, you know, not really anticlimactic. He just kind of gets tricked, then just kind of gets put into like stasis, more or less, um, for maybe for him to come back in the future. Um, but that's that. Let's see. Oh, also in One Piece, if you're not caught up, I'm so sorry, but spoilers.
Oh God, careful
Yeah,
now.
Emu Neurona. What an interesting design. Do you guys think like his like the human form that we see, do you think that's his real form? Or like is the blob his real form? Because I'm thinking like the blob is like his real form. Like, to go along with the whole like um Boshi kind of thing, or maybe just like nano machines. Because because the God's Knights, we found out their hearts are like robotic, that's or metallic, and so like it just kind of makes you like think like what, and then like Emu has access to like that book. He's able to bring out like a big ass shotgun. um but yeah, I wonder, I wonder if it has something to do with like nano machines. Because we know like we're so far in the future, and the past like was super advanced, so maybe something like that happened. But also right now in the story, we're in Brooks' flashback. How many more chapters do you guys think will be in the flashback? Because um we still had to go over like how he gets to the Rumbar crew. We gotta see more characters. Uh, we gotta see like gotta see the reveal of like the God's Knights guy. Um, and then kind of like I feel like sorry, I'm burping a lot. I just got done. Okay, so bear with me. I just got done had some milk tea and like a croffle. I don't know what croffle is. It's like a waffle kind of thing. They had like this cream on it with like matcha. It was really good. And really sweet. And then had jasmine milk tea. Oh, so good. Anyways, going on a bit tangents. Anyway, so yeah, in like the flashback, we find out like Brooks' homeland, um, had like a miasma, like a poison kind of like mist, fog that kind of like rolled throughout the town and just kind of killed like a bunch of people. Um, and so like, a lot of people are kind of like, connecting that to what happened to the Rumbar crew, where the Rumbar crew got taken out by poison, like poison arrows and all that stuff. And so like, there's this one YouTuber that I watched named like Tekken 101. Like, he was I was watching one of his live streams, and like someone brought up like, the poison connection, and he's like, um, I mean, or he kind of like had his doubts because like it could just be another crew that just so happened to use poison, but like that's like that feels so short-sighted. Like, no offense, but like after like Oda loves to just like do like a bunch of like connections that like makes you go, oh, that's like, oh wow, that's connected and all that stuff. Um, like from Skypiea and like now. Like and like the four gods, um earth, sun, water, and I forgot the other one. um
Air, because I'm guessing Avatar.
no yeah, no, forest, one of those. But anyways, and so we're getting into like the gods now. and we're thinking of like Chopper and being maybe like the forest god or something, earth or forest god. But anyways, that was another tangent. I'm sorry. But yeah, no,
We're
like
here to talk. It's fine.
yeah, but yeah, so like regardless of like the poison theory, I'm pretty on board with that. It's like it's connected. Like it feels like it has to be connected. Like you don't see, well, aside from like Magellan and maybe like Caesar, you don't see anyone else using poison, besides, the Germa. But I don't think the Germa would have like targeted some random ass like Rumbar crew. Um but yeah, so like, and plus also it just connects with like Brooke's entire like backstory, the poison in his kingdom that like killed a bunch of people, and then like his entire crew like and himself dying to poison. Um it feels too connected to like it being like, oh, it was just some other random crew that just so happened to use. Okay, actually, you know what, now that I'm saying this some more,
Jesus
it
Christ.
makes even no okay, so
I'm not saying like you. I didn't say Jesus Christ like you're going too far, but like you just you on the spot you think of a new theory.
it's not a new theory. It's just the more that I'm talking about this and bringing up like that Brooks' entire crew died to a poison, like that feels so not nothing. Like I don't, what is Tekken smoking? Oh my god. But um so like that's one of our main straw hats that died to poison, and we don't know the crew that like killed them. It has to be connected. It has to be more than like, oh, just some random crew that's using poison. No, bad.
Jesus.
But anyways, passing it back to you, Kevin.
For what?
So
You just want me to just talk about what I've been watching and
yes,
whatever?
sir.
Well, there's this. I've been doing a couple things like I've been getting back into manga a little bit. Just walking down to my bookstore. Well, I say walking, but it's a 30-minute drive. But there is a. Sorry, manga. There was two mangas I picked up. Well, focus.
You
There
got this.
I know. I'm practicing here. Scavengers of Another Sky. Let me just make sure, because part of the title is messed up, so I can't read it properly.
Oh, jeez. Like, how's it, like, messed up?
Scavengers. Oh yeah, it's Scavengers of Another Sky. So
Oh,
it's well, it's like you could think like a post-apocalypse, and a bunch of like people make their it's kind of like mercenary mode in Resident Evil games,
oh,
where like they're traveling, they go to it's an organization of mercenaries. For the record, it's an organization of mercenaries that's all girls, all like teenage girls, which that's a trope I've been like exploring a little bit and getting a little tired of.
yeah.
Like a world ever, like the world doesn't have any men in it. Like, I don't know if you've seen Gushing Over Magical Girls.
Mm-mm.
I'm sure you haven't because it's very porny.
Okay.
It's on the borderline of being a porno.
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll take your word for it.
But there's not even a guy in the background of the show.
Oh,
not
jeez.
like it's a like men are non-existent.
Oh,
Like you don't. They mention like, oh, I have a dad. He does this, but you never see a male character in the show ever.
jeez. Okay.
And I have read a few mangas that have like all the male men either died or they never existed in the first place.
Oh,
And it's a trope that I'm starting to get a little tired of.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Not because I'm a guy and I'm like, hey, am I gonna just die right here? But it's just that it's happening so often. I'm just like, can we make it realistic? Because obviously, no men means no population. Whew, I'm jacked up on Coke. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. No, Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Cocaine. Yes.
But in the story, it's like teenage girls. They shoot up in like guns and armor, and they traverse basically just wherever they can traverse, which is the entire world is in the post-apocalypse where think zombies, but they're also kind of like what's the word? Like I not like like Lovecraftian-esque things that can control gravity. Well, that's the one part I read. There's like one super zombie that can like control gravity and like turn things upside down.
Oh, okay.
Or well, not upside down, but like tilt. He can like tilt an entire building sideways, and they can go sliding off to their death. That was one part of it, but it's also like has that like cutesy comrade stuff. Cutesy comrade as in like they're girls. They just talk about like let's be friends and whatnot, which is okay, but it's a trope I'm starting to get tired of, to be honest.
Oh man, did you ever watch Fairy Tale?
A little bit, but
Yeah, I hear that trope is like there like pretty often, especially in like the 100 or 1,000 year quest.
oh yeah, that's the spin-off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I hear it's a very big thing in that, and it's great, for intense moments like once or twice, but like
If they overdo it, they overdo
they
it.
overdo it, guy.
I don't think the what I'm reading is overdoing it,
Mhm.
as far as I know, because it only has like two chapters, not chapters, volumes,
Volumes, okay.
but it does seem like they're going that direction.
Oh boy,
And the other manga I was reading is Magical Girl Dandelion.
Dandelion.
It's once again tropey because Magical Girls under an organization fighting
Crime.
demons,
Powerpuff Girls.
sort of.
Yes, I did it. Hooray.
Because Powerpuff Girls in my eyes is like very different to that, but
Oh,
I can see the tropes.
okay.
But in the story, this girl, I forget her name. It has like a bunch of O's in it for some reason.
Oh,
Like it's like 6 O's.
what? Okay.
I don't know. I can't believe I'm forgetting it.
I mean, we should always just look it up.
But
We are currently looking it up.
yes.
Don't worry. You don't have to stay hanging. We got this.
But well, no, that's not right.
Magical Girl Sites. Hey,
That's another show I wanted to recommend to you. but
that's a show.
show and manga. Yeah, it's. I don't think you would like it because it's kind of hardcore with the dark stuff.
Ooh, that's
And it's like
exciting.
some of it hits close to home for some of us.
Oh, like Wonder Egg Priority.
A little bit.
Oh, yes. Or like Taco Bell. Oof, that one hit home.
It's worse than that, I would say.
Oh my god. Are we talking about
We're talking about Magical Girl Sight for the record, which is a different show that I personally like,
okay,
but
yes.
it is hardcore with like bullying and stuff. Subjects of bullying, subjects of unaliving yourself.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Like the term unalive instead of the actual word suicide.
Game over.
Yourself.
Sleeping. Falling down.
Uh,
What other terms? Chat, help me. Falling down. Toaster bath.
Oh God.
Stew aside.
Sewer slide.
Sewer slide. Oh, dude, that's a good one. But how I feel about that, relatable. Yeah.
Well, it's relatable, but are you okay with people like
Yeah.
like in our day and age, people are replacing words with other words
Yes.
just because like sensitivity, I guess.
Yeah, like ass with ah. You haven't seen that? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna.
No, I know what you're just
Yeah,
talking
because
about.
in texting, like on like sites, instead of just using wow this, that's badass, or saying something like just replacing ass with ah. Yeah, but yeah, no, like
it's a little dumb, but I understand why people do it. It's fine.
yeah, I mean, it's evolution of words. It is what
Evolution
it
or
is.
de-evolution, and
I
that's up
mean-
for debate.
Tomato, really. Like, I mean, if you look at like our vernacular versus like the vernacular of like British people, they kind of de-evolved. Because like our what was it, Chicago, New York is like more British than British.
I don't know about that.
Well, like okay, so it's like old British versus like British is like newer, like not British. I'm talking out my ass. I'm sorry, but like
On that subject, there's also like a vernacular of like in Japan.
Oh
there's,
yeah.
like, they
the Kansai region, and then like
There's also
Tokyo.
that, and there's also like they also adapt like internet culture stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like when you like this is gonna be sound really weird, but
It sounded really weird. Yes.
I was watching and there's this game anime that I was watching, Danganronpa,
Oh, Danganronpa.
which
Yes.
the third game, which is the final game in the series, I think.
Okay,
Unless they
okay.
make more.
Mm-hmm.
They in Japan they use the term meat toilet for
What?
someone slutty.
Oh,
In the English version, they use the term, what is it, cum dumpster,
ill. Okay.
which every culture has a term for. Oh, that person's slutty, but Japan apparently has that one for themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Meets toilets. Good. Good to know.
Sorry,
Okay. Well,
I'm terribly sorry. I can see it in your eyes. I'm
I
making you
guess
uncomfortable.
I am just never going to play Danganronpa.
I wouldn't recommend it, man. Not only because it's kind of weird in some places, but I've kind of gotten Danganronpa out. When I was like 10 years ago, I would have told you it's the funniest game ever, or like the best like visual novel-esque game ever.
Okay.
Today, I'm burnt out. I don't want to watch this anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So anyway, so you're going along. So you're anime of game.
Well, that was the Danganronpa was what I was talking about there.
Okay. Okay.
But man, we went off on so many tangents.
That was a massive tangent. Anyways, back to Magic Girl Dandelion. Yes.
Because the main girl in that, she's her parents are killed by a demon.
Tragic.
Another demon comes and kills that demon and says, "You know what? I'm going to protect you from now on. I'm going to take you under my wing."
Congratulations, slave. You are mine now.
That's not at all what happens.
Darn.
He's basically a simp for her.
Oh, okay.
From the looks of him, you can see. I mean, he can see right here. Like, he's, why would he do that? He's a demon like any other demon. Is it demon or is it fiends? That's what they call them.
Fiend.
That's the canon term they use.
Okay, so is this like I'm kind of getting like manga or Maga's Bride kind of vibes from this?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, never mind. I'm getting cats. Help me.
There is no chat.
Fuck. Okay, comment section. Help me.
Fair enough.
I don't know what this is like. How to relate this to anything else. Okay,
you don't have to relate everything to everything.
Okay,
it's easy to do, but
it will help me understand.
Right.
Anyways, so okay, fiend adopts kid. Kid gets powers.
How does it go? And then the Magical Girl Association, organization, I forget what they're called.
They have a Magical Girl organization in it?
It's, present day, and Magical Girls fight fiends, so
okay.
Under, government funding and whatnot.
Gotcha. Okay. Continue.
And then, they realize, hey, you have a lot of potential to be a Magical Girl. Would you like to join us? The fiend's like, you can't do that, because if you do that, you will have to fight me.
Oh.
And they've been friends for 10-ish years.
Okay.
Friends in heavy quotes. I still don't understand what's his motive behind him, because he's simping for her for some. She does say in the manga he's feel a little guilty about what happened to her parents.
Right.
But after all, he's a fiend. He doesn't have any obligation for it.
Yeah.
But later on, she does eventually become a magical girl. It's called blossoming.
Okay.
It's basically awakening.
Gotcha.
Fighting another fiend. And he leaves, she goes, fights other fiends, and then he drops the fiend friend, drops a tip that, all fiends used to be human at one point.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't give the tip how or why, but later on, the grandfather of the girl, who's their primary caretaker since her parents are dead,
right, yeah,
he starts becoming a fiend.
Oh.
He's in the process of becoming a fiend.
Well, that's not good.
Monsters. And then for some reason, and then at the end, he's like, I'll kill him for you. And she's like, no, I'm going to save him, which has never been done before.
Okay.
and she actually does it.
Oh, nice.
Like he purifies his soul or whatever, and he
Mhm.
gets rushed to the hospital. He lives,
Oh, yay.
and now, so then she asks him, would you want me to do the same for you? And he's like, nah, I've kind of gotten used to this.
Oh.
Which I think that's a ploy for, because he's still A, simping for her, and B,
Mhm.
protecting her. So
Mhm.
if she cures him, cures in quotes,
He can't protect her.
exactly.
Oh.
And I like the dynamic of this, and I do want to read more. And it's interesting that the volume has like a preview
Oh.
of the next thing, which is like Alice in Wonderland shit.
Oh, that's a fun.
Like but Alice is the bad guy, another fiend.
Oh. Oh.
Like she abducts people to have them at her tea party
Classic.
and turn them into more fiends or something like that.
Right.
And before they fight, it ends.
Oh.
Like I'm assuming that's the next volume over.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I would recommend it.
Okay. I guess I'll have to watch or add that to my watch list.
Well,
Thank you.
reading list, because I don't think
Reading.
that's an anime.
Oh, yes.
I feel like you'll get an anime, but you never know these days.
I mean, looking at that visual, you telling me the story, it's definitely gonna get an anime. Let's be real, guys.
I would look at the. That's another thing. Look at the list of how many things they want to get done in the anime. Look how many manga there are, and how the backlog of things they want to turn into anime, along with animes that are just straight up animes. They're just original ideas popped out.
Yeah.
That's gonna take forever.
Well, and
Besides, it takes forever in the first place for a manga to become an anime because production.
I mean, it could. It could be, or it could be worse. It could be a what anime? Or what series am I thinking about that got it like an anime after 10,000 years? I think.
It's not Witch Hat Altier, is it?
No. I think it's Gungrave.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's from the same guy who made Trigun.
Oh.
And
I have heard of it.
like I think after 16 years, it finally got like an anime. No, I think I'm thinking about Trigun. Yeah, after 16 years, Trigun finally got an anime. And then they got another anime that was more aligned with the manga. But yeah, we will definitely see an anime of Magical Girl Dandelion, even if it takes.
I guess you can
16
place your
years.
bets.
Yeah. You know what? It's definitely going to happen within 10 years.
Place your bets.
Yes.
And then there was this. Sometimes I watch games rather than play them because I think at the same time, at some point you're like, I don't need to play this. You play it just because it's good and you want to support the creators because it's an indie dev I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's at most times you don't really get. There's a problem with some games that they're basically visual novels. You don't really interact with the game. You might as well just watch a movie.
Yeah.
But this has interaction in and of itself, and the story is top notch. It's called To a T.
To a T.
And the music's really good in it too. It has a very nice soundtrack with a couple songs or one or two songs from a Rebecca Sugar.
Rebecca Sugar,
the creator of Steven Universe.
Oh, okay.
And for the record, she's also a very good musician.
Oh,
I didn't know that up until then, but she's really good.
and now we know.
But To a T there's this kid. First of all, it's a fantasy. It's kind of like a PG-13, not 13. It's designed for 11-year-olds in the art style and the storytelling.
Yeah.
Where it's there's talking animals and aliens and stuff, but it centers around a kid who's stuck T-posing. He can't. His arms are spread out.
Oh.
He's permanently T-posing. He can't bend or move his arms.
To a T, yes. Okay.
Which is, he's T-posing forever. And it kind of, and I got out of the gate of the first 10 minutes, I felt this is an allegory for growing up with a physical disability, which I think it does really well.
Really?
Because, he can't bend his arms or he can't do a lot of things. He has special stuff for eating, or brushing his teeth. He can't undress himself because he can't move his arms. Because so another thing is he has a dog, this little puppy that helps him dress and stuff.
No.
They probably can't talk, but they pretty much know what they're thinking all the time.
Of course.
And growing up with a physical disability, going to school, getting picked on, not a fun time, but it's the world we live in, and world they live in apparently. And they have like a giraffe that makes sandwiches and stuff,
Sammy.
and it's really just a really good allegory for like if you grew up with a physical disability rather than a mental disability or something like that.
Yeah, like how ugly I am.
It's I'm gonna refute that, but I know you're gonna refute it back.
Yes, I am. But I mean, on Steam, it's the ratings are pretty good. Got
The
9
thing
out of
is,
10.
9 out of 10, but it didn't do well sales wise.
Oh,
People, I think it has to do with like you don't really interact with too much, and it's basically a visual novel on
like-
steroids.
okay. I
You
mean,
interact some places, but it's not that much. You're better off just watching it. How
yeah,
much is it?
$10,000.
No, it's $9.99, which is for something you don't
It's on sale, by
interact.
the way.
Oh, $9.99. Okay, well that doesn't help them.
No, so $19.99
Is the base price?
is the base price. It's currently on sale for like
Half that.
$9.99. So yeah, like I can see why like sales weren't that good. Like it does, like it doesn't seem like much, but like as you said,
the
the story
story
is
is
pretty
amazing.
good. And so, but because of like the pricing and like the very little amount of like marketing, it just kind of like hurts it pretty bad. Like I can definitely see like this as like a little kid's book, or like a child's book, and like having it as like a visual novel kind of thing, visual novel game, that's pretty interesting. It's just it has its own kind of like issues.
It just reminded me of like a not a friend of mine and a classmate of mine back in middle school.
Oh jeez.
She had only one arm.
Oh.
Like one of her arms was like showed damage during her birth, which happens every now and again with people,
Yes.
and it didn't grow properly, so it's
Oh.
just a stub with the little nubs on it where the fingers are supposed to be.
Yeah.
But you know what she did?
What?
She joined the basketball team.
Oh, dude.
I don't think she was a player, but she can play. But I don't think she was like a coach or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a neighbor who was like a lot like that. Well, he had a normal arm. It's just his hand was just two like nubs.
Oh,
That was good times, funny times.
funny, huh? No, I'm not gonna comment on that.
Yeah, but yeah, that was interesting.
And the games I've actually been playing, I've been hooked on this game.
Sengoku Dynasty.
Thanks for spoiling it.
Yes, indeed. That's right. That's me.
It's basically the best way I can describe it is if you played Fallout 4
Fallout 4.
only for the settlement building.
Oh, okay.
But like, cause settlement building, you gather a bunch of junk, turn it into like building material, and build like houses and like production places and stuff
Right.
like that. That's
Okay.
exactly the core mechanic of the game.
Oh, that's fun.
Which is like takes place in, I don't know what the time period exactly is,
Sengoku.
which I don't know what that means.
Sengoku era Japan.
I don't know what that means.
That is like, how long ago was that? Chat, help me. This was during like the samurai. Was this like during the time of like the Tokugawa shogunates?
I'm not familiar with Japanese history.
I'm not
per se.
asking you, boy. I'm asking you, chat. But like I know this was like what, like 150, 300 years ago. Like they had like pseudo guns.
They don't have guns in the game.
Okay, so this is probably before that. You know what? It's well, the time period's in the name. It's Sengoku time
let me see if I can help you with it, because they call it the Peasant Kingdom.
The Peasant Kingdom.
Which in game they reference the Peasant Kingdom, but it's like you're a refugee from other parts of Japan, where it's undergoing some sort of, not a civil war, but like a war among the lords.
Yes, okay.
You escape to this, I think it's the Nara region,
Yes.
which is like a coastline archipelago sort of thing,
Yeah.
with a mainland and a archipelago.
Yeah.
And you find it's like has a bunch of like pirates, raiders, like outlaws and stuff like that. but they also have a few villages that need to be rebuilt. And you go stick by stick and stone by stone, build houses, build forge for like food, build better houses with like wood working stations, build stone working stations, and eventually you make a village for your own. And you other people come in, refugees, they become villagers, and you can assign them to tasks like you work the foraging, you work the woodworking, and then there's also the main character, which is customizable, but he has a little bit of a story. He is looking for the peasant kingdom, which is a place away from the lords who always taxes and war and killing random people for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They just want a kingdom for peasants, essentially.
Yes.
Just not necessarily everyone is equal, but everyone works hard to achieve something
Right.
rather than just achieving it for a lord.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's jogging your memory of what time period
Yeah,
it is.
so-
I want to say this is like
This is actually from 400 to 600 years
that
ago,
sounds accurate.
during like the Warring States period. Well, as you said, like with like the lords, like fighting each other, everyone stabbing each other in the back, and it will eventually culminate where Nobunaga will just kind of like unify Japan and that whole kind of fun stuff. But yeah, so like it's the Warring States period.
I don't think it involves Obunaga, but I think it's like
No,
you do it kind of yourself in the game.
Yeah, but like essentially, well, that was just like a little like fun trivia. Like Nobunaga eventually just kind of unifies them, but that's 400 years ago, or during like 1600s. And so like this probably takes place like you said peasant kingdom, so that's around like late 1400s.
Oh, that's
like
long before his time
1500s.
then.
Yeah, way before his time. Because as you said, like guns aren't in the game.
They use bow and arrows.
Yeah,
yes.
so they use bow and arrows, and guns come to Japan thanks to Wang Zhi, a Chinese pirate guy, in like 1600-ish. And so yeah, so that's cool. So like it takes place in like the Warring States period. You're just kind of building up your little area. So,
I was excuse me. There was a podcast I was listening to, then they were talking about like how Attack on Titan is. There was an era of Japan called I forget what it's called, just the chain state, where
Chain State, yes.
basically where they won't trade with anyone, they won't talk to anyone.
Yep.
We're on our own.
Yes.
And they
Until the Americans came.
it was more like it was a point where the Dutch were like, "You want to trade with us?" and they're like, "Okay, maybe."
Yeah.
But it was like an allegory for like Attack on Titan's like story is similar to that.
Yeah.
I don't only watched bits and pieces of Attack on Titan, so I couldn't say for sure.
I
But
have no idea. That's like Attack on Titan took inspiration from like that period. Okay. Interesting. Cool.
Chain Empire, Chain State, I forget what the term was.
Yeah.
It's in Japanese, so
So I think that still connects back to Wang Zhi. So Wang Zhi, he's like a Chinese pirate, but like he works with the Dutch, and that's how they brought guns into Japan, or introduced like guns into Japan. And I remember like a little story of when they arrived in like Japan, the Dutch guys, white guys, some like blonde brown hair, and the Japanese people were like in like awe struck because like they've never seen like a white guy or a person super tall like like the Dutch people. And so that was an interesting little story.
That's another thing. Is that, what about like because they also said that there were black samurai in Japan.
There was
because the recent Assassin's Creed said that, and people were like, "That never happened. You guys are idiots."
No, there was. So he was a slave. I think he was like a slave from the Dutch. But he became free. And then Nobunaga took him under his wing. And he became the Obsidian Samurai. very close, very loyal to Nobunaga. Um, um, and
Have you seen the recent Assassin's Creed? I think it's
I have not. No.
because it does involve like a black samurai teaming up with essentially a ninja woman.
Sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right.
I didn't see too much of it, but it sparked a little controversy. Like there was no black samurai.
Okay, guys. Okay, learn your history. But
At the same time, I do give them a little bit of credit, even though I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
Like, how often are you going to see a black samurai anywhere?
Right,
In
yeah.
history.
Yeah, but like I forgot his name, but he was definitely in Japan. But like Nobunaga, like I guess saw something in him, trained him, under the sword, helped him get educated so he can learn how to write and speak and stuff. And yeah, but like, history doesn't really like reference him all that much. You can find references to him, well, blatant reference or blatant callbacks in like games like Neo, and as you said, Assassin's Creed.
I mean, I'm assuming it's like the basis for. Is this a comic Afro Samurai?
Afro Samurai.
There's a show on that too, but
yeah, there's Afro Samurai. That was an interesting one. That one's so insane, a bit crazy. But that one's a bit different. Way
it's
different.
not. I'm assuming it's not like lore history accurate.
No, of course not. No, because there's because they're competing to be number in. Okay, sorry, I'm going on a tangent here, but
I was hoping you would do that.
Afro Samurai, they're trying to compete to become number one or essentially God. The story of Afro Samurai is Afro's dad gets killed by this guy. I think his name is Justice. Justice. So Justice becomes like number one, and Afro climbs his way through the ranks, meets old friends, watches friends die, have rivalry with friends, and then eventually confronts Justice to become number one. And you can only fight number one if you hold the number two headband or hold the number two like ribbon band thing. So very interesting story, very gritty, lots of gore, some sex.
Okay.
But yeah.
Is that a comic? Oh, I know it's an anime.
It's an anime,
but it doesn't have a comic. I think I saw a comic of it somewhere.
Probably makes sense.
Like, not like a manga, but like a issue, like American comic.
Oh,
with the like 10 pages worth.
Honestly, I wouldn't know.
I
just know about
Shot in the dark.
Yeah.
But another thing is that how do you feel about like having something that's historically accurate 100% to having it like say 50%, but have like a little bit of myth and mysticism in it?
That's essentially just Neo.
There's also a visual novel style game called Road to Empress.
Road to Empress. Okay.
It's like Chinese game based on Wu Zetian. I think that's
that lady.
The first and only Empress of China.
Yes.
And how she became Empress of China.
Yes. Okay.
It has some mysticism in it, like 10%.
Okay.
But it's for some reason they had to change a few things because Chinese censorship.
Yes.
But it's somewhat lore accurate, but it also has a lot of drama.
Of course.
The drama's very fun fun, but also, you get poisoned a lot. A lot of poison.
Oh.
Not very little gore, a lot of poison.
Gotcha. Classic Chinese. Yeah.
I mean, they did say that Wu Zetian wrote a book on how to torture people.
Exactly. Yep.
But then there's like Assassin's Creed where it's like very if you remove the like Assassin's Creed Templar out of it, it's 100% accurate.
Oh.
Like the one that takes place in America when America was building itself up to be independent.
Yes.
Very accurate. Like Benjamin Franklin was it Franklin or it must have been Franklin.
Big Ben Frenny. Yes. Big Ben Freddy. Oh well.
But how do you feel about like if you just want? I mean, it's personal preference at some point, but if you want, like, do you prefer 100% accurate history or 50%
I think either
with a
or.
little bit of like it depends on like if you want like a little.
If it can spice up the story, yes, but I'm down for like either or because like as like a nerd, um you know seeing stuff that I already know what's gonna happen, like I can go and point to like, oh hey, that's that. Oh wow, I can't wait
I
for
can see
this to
some people
happen.
not liking that because spoilers,
Right? Yeah,
especially
but
if it's history spoilers.
like who interacts with history these days? Come
Eh,
on, guys.
history repeats itself. To those who don't remember the past are doomed to repeat it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little too far. But where was I going with this? Sengoku Dynasty. Am I
Yes.
pronouncing that right?
Yes, Sengoku
Go
Dynasty.
to.
Yes.
I heard someone say Gaku Dynasty, but I'm sure
Those
that's
people
wrong.
are insane, and they need to not.
I,
They need to
if
not.
that's their definition of insane, you need to up your insane game.
Oof.
Because there's a lot of insane people that go insane over small, just how people pronounce things.
Okay.
Like Madoka Magica. So a lot of people say Madoka Magica, and people get mad.
Okay. Okay.
Because they do say Madoka in the anime. That's her name.
Yes.
Some people, for memes, say Madoka for meme's sake, and they get mad.
Okay.
But Sengoku Dynasty,
Yes.
I was very much of a fan of Fallout 4 settlement building.
Yeah, that was pretty
Especially
fun.
since, you have, unlike Sengoku, you have, power and, like,
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah.
And Sengoku, you it's like basically the Stone Age. Not Stone Age, like Bronze Age, I want to say. A little, because you start off with bronze and then you move up to iron, build iron swords to fight off raiders who want to steal your stuff. And I'm playing on the hardest difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
You lose health so fast. You can get 3 shots sometimes with the best armor.
Oh, jeez.
And it's a little bit ridiculous, but hey, I did that to myself before playing on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the same time, though, the combat is a little clunky because sometimes you can also get comboed.
Oh, jeez.
Like, I'll say this: it's a good game, but it's flawed in some spots. Like the base mechanic of building stuff, really good. Fighting people, terrible. You okay over there?
Yeah. Don't worry about me. Continue.
And there's also like a lot of UI problems, and it's hard on your hardware too. I got a decent PC. It's a little. Maybe I need to just lower the quality down, but I'm not sure I can do that. But it there's also another game similar to this, which I think is made by a different dev team, but a same publisher called Medieval Dynasty, which is pretty much the exact same thing, only in like Europe.
Yeah. Okay.
You gather sticks and build a house with it. But it does have like a lot of like gritty, have a lot of UI problems, and sometimes the combat is difficult to play with, even though it's not necessarily a core mechanic, but it's a fun mechanic sometimes if you're the one not getting your ass kicked.
Yeah. Okay.
Ugh. We're almost at the end of our hour here. You got anything to add?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go and complain about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay. The Yu-Gi-Oh hour. Here we go.
Yes, we go for the next 2-ish minutes. Hooray! Okay, so in Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel, we just got done having the qualifiers. And I got my deck. I didn't qualify or anything, but like I got my deck in to stage 2 of qualifiers, and I'm really proud of that. It's just in stage 2 I just ran into bad luck after bad luck, but it is what it is. I can't wait for like some of the newer cards to kind of get into the game sometime soon, or over the year. That would really help my deck. Because as you know, I play Luna Light. Not normal Luna Light, which is just like get 2 Liger Dancers, 2 towers essentially onto the field. My whole strategy, going first is to get a Liger, but that's not like my whole thingy. My whole thingy is actually to get Utopic Future Zexal or Utopic Zexal Future on the field along with Starliege Star Liege Photon Dragon, and what that does is that makes all my monsters on the field untargetable and makes everything more or less protected from like getting destroyed. Aside from the Star Liege, but that's paired up with like a Dragos Depelia and a UDF. Um, it really becomes like a challenging kind of board to break. But if you get Molcharmid or Max Seed and your opponent essentially draws their entire deck, chances are they're gonna get the out. And so that's sometimes that just kind of sucks. Or sometimes your opponent will just start off with Dimension Shifter, and so you just can't play because your deck loves stuff in the graveyard, and Dimension Shifter makes everything sent to the graveyard go to the banishment instead. So that's difficult. But I'm glad that my deck though is still able to more or less like compete with like the higher tier decks, more or less. It's a lot more it's a lot more interesting than normal Lunalight, because normal Lunalight, everyone just spams Liger. Mine, you use XE monsters on top of like Liger. There's more to it, and I feel like there's more room for my deck to go, especially with the Fallen and the Virtuous being added into Master Duel. That's takes up 2 slots in the extra deck in order to get that kind of combo off. But it's still card pop after, or it's still destruction turn almost every turn for 3 turns. And disruption is pretty good. It's better to have disruption than having just a fish out of water. But yeah, I can't wait for the newer cards as well. The Predaplants got a new monster, which is essentially a super polymerization, and then there's a super duper polymerization.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Is that literally the name of the card?
So it's called Apex Polymerization, but
Okay,
it's
that's a
also
little-
called Super Duper Polymerization. Depends on depends on the region. But yeah, it's called Super Duper Polymerization. Really silly, but it's also because it's meant for the Predaplant archetype. And so that's why it's also called Apex Polymerization. But essentially it's super polymerization, but just a little bit better. And so we have that, and I'm waiting for that to come in. And then there's the Divine Dragons, the Synchro one, the Xyz one, the Fusion one, which is the Predaplant, and what was it? The Pendulum one, or was it a Ritual? Link? No, Link wasn't. I forgot what it was, but you got those ones which are retrains of the original dragons, the Xyz dragon, the Synchro dragon, and then the Fusion dragon, and then the Pendulum dragons. And they're pretty good. I'm mostly looking forward to the Fusion one and then the XE one, because the XE's one allows you to XE's essentially during your opponent's turn, and that'd be nice to have generic access to that without having to
You need to get you home because you need to nap.
Yeah, I do, but I'm really looking forward to those cards to be added into the game, and then we have newer hand traps that are just gonna ruin the game. But
when is the game not ruined?
Because
I follow. Well, he's more of a collector rather than a player. He plays sometimes, but he's more of a collector. And he keeps talking about the ban list, and this. I'm sure this is clickbait just for him, but he keeps saying every time the ban list shows up, he's always like, "This ban list is gonna ruin the game for everybody."
That's always funny. Yeah, definitely rage baits. Yeah.
Rage bait gets clicks, so gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh yeah. Ooh, speaking of Oh, speaking about silly ban lists, Japan's ban list, they have a different ban list. It's called the OCG over there. But their ban list, they just banned one of the only cards to prevent to like combat against hand traps. And it's so why?
We didn't ban that here, did we?
No, but
Are we working on banning it?
I hope not. Because it's like the only thing that like helps against hand traps and allows you to play the fucking game. But like it's funny because like over there they have the mulch armies, which is they have mulch armies, and then they have Maxi, which is your opponent summons monster, you draw a card. Your opponent summons monster from extra deck, you draw a card. It's why is that unbanned there? But we got rid of the one card, Call by the Grave, to ban it. Or why did we get that banned? Like that's so silly. But yeah. Anyway, so like I'm still looking forward to the new cards kind of getting it added into the game. And yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, I'm still debating if I should. I much prefer collecting the cards, but maybe I should get into Master Duel again just to see what's worth collecting, and B, because no one's collecting because everyone's moved to Pokemon scalping.
Yeah.
So Yu-Gi-Oh's probably free real estate, a little bit at least. Free real estate in heavy quotes.
Yeah. Well, okay, especially now with the overframes. But anything else, it's just gonna get reprinted into oblivion.
I'm just a collector. I just like it because I like the pretty pictures.
Yeah, pretty pictures.
Maybe I should get into Master Duel just sort of like old time sake or something.
Yeah. So what he doesn't realize is I actually fought against him once, in an alt account, and I kicked his ass.
Yeah, sure you did.
Yes. But that was during Sword Soul format.
When was this? Was this like COVID era?
This was like 2022, like 2022.
End of COVID era.
Yeah, end of the apocalypse.
Yeah, it's a funny joke. I was at work, and we got a receipt for one of the items came up as number 2020, and I pointed out a fine year.
A fine year.
And then I realized, wait a minute, that's not a fine year. That was the shittiest year ever.
No, that sucked.
Yeah, but no, so we've come to the end of our hour. What's your anime/gaming media of the week?
Oh, jeez.
Just give it a one thing. Just call it.
Okay. Bleach. Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
fair enough.
total.
I'll give it to Sengoku Dynasty. I've been addicted to it. I just love building stuff, like building a civilization to stand the test of time.
Yeah.
So, that'll be it for the podcast. We'll see you next time. Well,
thanks for watching or listening.
You want to do this like a bi-weekly? That's a bi-weekly, meaning that like every other week, unless we have a spoiler cast to do in the meantime.
Okay.
Which is the week after.
Sure.
All right. Well, try to stick to a schedule this time.
Hopefully.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
Bye.